Suppose that 6 is the constant difference of the distances from point XY. Constant difference means that 2a equals 6. So that means a equals 3. Right off the bat, 6 is the constant. Whether it said 6 is the constant difference or if it says 6 is the constant sum, it's 2a equals 6. But constant difference means hyperbola. Constant sum is ellipse. Okay, so it is hyperbola, so it's right there. The foci located at -7, 0. Okay. Use the definition of hyperbola and the distance formula to derive the equation of hyperbola in standard form. And sketch the graph of the hyperbola. Identify the coordinate center. Okay. All right, well, we know that A is 3, and since they says the foci is -7, 0, and 7, 0, you know the center's got to be 0, 0. So the center is 0, 0, and the C is 7. This is the distance from center to foci. And we got the A by taking 2a equal to 6. A is 3. So whenever you know two of these, then you can actually do the foci formula, which is c squared equals a squared plus b squared. A is 3, so that's 9. C is 7, that's 49. So b squared is 40. And since we know that a is 3, we know that a squared is 9. Since a is 3, you go 3 out to the right, 3 to the left, and it's going to be opening this way. That's what it's going to look like. And you just have to write the equation. X squared over a, which is 9, minus y squared over 40 equals 1, because we just have to get beyond that.
So the direct vertex is always equal to the vertex.
Then sketch the graph of the hyperbola. Identify the coordinates of the center, the foci, and the vertices and equations of the asymptotes. All right.
So like for example, 2 and 3, and
Number 1. Let's just get a nice graph going here. I'll tape my graph in here. So to get a nice graph here, we need an x and y axis. Again, I started by saying that the sum of the differences is 6, so that 2a equals 6 and a is 3. That's where I got these points. These are your vertices. The reason I knew this is because they gave me my foci. They said the foci was 7, 0, -7, 0. So those are here. That's how I knew 4, 5, 6, 7 that the vertices were also on the same line. So these are your F's. F1, F2. Okay, so we got A is 3, so the center is 0, 0. So again, we're going to have x squared over 9, because A is 3, plus y squared over 40. We did that work right here. Here's your foci formula. 49, 7 is, C is 7, so that's 49. A is 3, that's 9. Subtract that, and B squared is 40. We got our equation. So square root of 40 is 6.3. If we did a box with these, oops, I think that's quite so. This box is not real straight, sorry about that.
Okay, so that's
There's a box. So your asymptotes here, here, there. That's your hyperbola. This is your equation. Hyperbola. Center, 0, 0. And what else do we want? We wanted the vertices. The vertices were 3, 0, and negative 3, 0. We do not have to list the fake ones up here, because we're just there for the box. And then it says the asymptotes. So you can tell, so the asymptote, the slope is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 point, whatever, that's square root of 20 over 3. The square root of 40. So this is the square root of 40, which is 6 point something over 3. So the asymptote is going to be b over a. So we have y. Back in algebra, you did a point slope formula like this. This is very similar to your asymptote equation, except we're going to do y minus k, because that's the y coordinate of the center. And then x minus h, which is the x coordinate of your center. And then the m, it depends. If it opens this way, it's going to be b over a, because this is b over this a distance. B over a is rise over run. So it's b over a. B over a. So the center is 0, 0. So y minus k is just y minus 0. The b is radical 40 over a, which is 3, times x. We're going to put a plus or minus in front of this, and that's the equations of your asymptotes. So number 12.
That was the y, up 4, and then right 3, and that's what the whole box is.
Read everything. So this is your equation. You'll notice that the y is what is squared. So if y is squared, it's up or down. Let's focus this. So if y is squared, it's up or down. Up and down. Not up or. It's up and down. So the center is 0, 0. Since this is your a squared does not have to be the bigger number in hyperbola. It has to be the positive number. So a is plus or minus 2. So this is where these are your vertices. Your vertices are 0, 2, and 0, negative 2. Now we're going to graph some co-vertices, which is 3 to the right. I'm going to put an X there so I know not to open these. I only need these points to help me draw a box. So the box is going to be a 6 by 4 rectangle, because it's double this. So the transverse is 6, converse is 4. 6 by 4. Okay, draw some nice asymptotes through here. Don't miss the corners of the box. It's up or down. Remember, the y is positive, so it's going to go up, down. These are your vertices. Your center is 0, 0. That's an answer. And you got the picture all. And the only thing you need now is the asymptotes. So it's y minus the y coordinate of your vertex. The slope looks to be 2 over 3. And then it's x minus 0. So it's y equals plus or minus 2/3 x. Those are lines. So up 2 over 3. Up 2 over 3. It'll be around those lines. So you do 12, 13. So in this one, the center is 4, 0. Does it say to graph these? Oh, we have to graph this. Oh, I did graph it. So in this one, it's 4, 0 is the center. Sorry, I'm building my graph paper here. Center is 4, 0. That is my center. Now, the a squared is equal to the positive number. So a is positive or negative 3. So that means we're going, it's called the center x, we're going right and left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Those vertices are 1, 0, and 7, 0. Now your co-vertices are 2. Go from the center to an X. We're not going to write those, but we need them for the box. Yes, it is. I need to get, you guys have to do lengthy reviews to get on the test. It means that circle touches it at one point. So it means like this is a tangent line and the circle's going to be like this. It's going to touch it at that point. It'll help you find the radius. It's like you're going to have a circle and then there's going to be a pencil up there. Like what, from the center to that pencil, what's the radius? It touches it at that point, at a vertical or a horizontal line. In this case, it would be a vertical line. Huh? It's a parabola, because a para is an umbrella. Okay, so this is got the x squared. So we're going left and right. So your graph looks like this. Don't hit those asymptotes. I just hit them bad. This should not hit. I gotta go around the side of it. This should be running the side of it, not on it. There's your graph. Vertices. Center. And the last thing you need on a hyperbola is the foci. Well, actually you need asymptotes. C squared equals. I think I need to do the foci on the last one too. A squared plus B squared. C squared equals 9 plus 4. C squared equals 13. C is plus or minus radical 13. So square root of 9 is 3, square root of 16 is 4, so it's probably like 3.6-ish. So we're going to go like 1, 2, 3.6-ish. 1, 2, 3.6-ish. Okay. And asymptote, oh, we can write that. So that's on the same horizontal line as the 0. So it looks like the 4 is what we're changing. So it's 4 plus or minus square root of 13, 0 for foci. Foci.
For number 8, you always have to take out you can say if it's x anything minus what? So if it's x minus 4, then you have to pick up the negative 1.
It depends what number's in front of the x squared. That's what you're taking out.
So right here,
Whatever the number is in front of the x, that's what you're taking out. That's the negative 1.
okay.
Okay, so the center is 4, 0, so it's y minus 0 equals plus or minus the slope. What is the slope? The slope was, the slope is 2 over 3. So in this case, it is b over a. Rise is 2, run is 3, from the center to a corner. And then it's x minus 4. That's your asymptotes. You don't need the y minus 0, you can just have y equals. 13. I need to go back up here to 12 and find the foci. A squared plus b squared. This 2 is 4 plus 9. This 2 is 13. This is a lot. Do it. It makes you good. Okay. I'll put the hyperbola homework on.
When it says tangent, what do you do for that? Tangent to the equation y is negative. It's on the circle.
It's not on. It touches. That's where the circle touches it at one point. It doesn't go through the circle. The circle just goes up against it. It's like you leaning up against the wall. That was a nice. That's how I stretch. Group your X's for 14. Group your y's. That's a negative.
That's when you know your stretch is like super duper good.
You get a pterodactyl.
So testing and stuff.
It's Wednesday or Thursday. I'll see how we're doing.
Come on, Alicia. I'm
And
on
add 9 to the other side.
Inner demons come out to play.
Guess what?
Group your x's. Group your y's. And add 9 to the other side. I'm just making sure I did all that right. All right, so this one we need a factor out of 4.
See you, Miss Rollins.
Bye. Half of negative 2 is negative 1. Negative 1 squared is 1. So we're adding a 4 to the other side. This one we're taking a negative 1 out. So that becomes a y squared, but this becomes a negative 4y. Because if you take a negative out, it changes both these to their opposite. So half of negative 4 is negative 2 squared is 4. We're adding a negative 4 to the other side. So these actually cancel and you get 9. Then we're going to divide everything by 9. This is actually going to be 9/4. It did not cancel. Minus y minus 2 squared over 9 equals 1. From 14, you got a center. Let's get this graph ready. Okay, the center is 1, 2. One, 2. Center. Now the a squared is equal to 9/4. So a is plus or minus 3/2, which is 1.5. And it's going right and left. 1.5, 1.5. So those points are, you could just write those if you want. That's 2.5 up 2. And the other one is negative 1/2 up 2.
It's decided.
Those are my vertices. Oops, can't see that. Sorry. Okay, now the B is 3. So this is an answer.
Rollins,
Yes.
I'm leaving.
There's the bottom sheet, there's a vertical and a horizontal. Take the horizontal one. Take the one on the bottom. So I have the top one. Hi. She's not here today. X equals negative 2. And then,
Is there a video?
no.
Oh. This should be easy.
Okay. No, just sitting here.
Just sitting.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish this. I'm in the middle of a video, so I'm gonna turn through this. 2, 3. I'll put an X there. 1, 2, 3. Put it right there. And we're gonna make a box. Now, I do not have to list these big vertices. I just need them for the box. So asymptotes here. Asymptotes there. Wait a minute. No. Just wait.
Mr. Rollins, K1 is late. So is Zachariah.
These are gonna go here. C squared equals C squared equals 9/4 plus 9, which is 9/4 plus 36/4, which is 45/4. No, you just got here late. No. Brian, shut that door. All right, I'm gonna stop this video right now. I have to get teach.